Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Aunt Viv. Cheers to 90.
Yeah, so we're out here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon on the boat. Thanks to your daughter and son-in-law. Awesome time. Well, we're sitting here planning your birthday cake. It'll be good.
Yep, it'll be good. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Granny Viv.
Happy 90th. You know what? Go Chiefs. And you know what? We are so glad that you're here in San Diego. And we're so glad that you have a wonderful son that had a wonderful daughter. Well, two wonderful daughters and, you know, the son too. But we're so happy that you're all in San Diego and we get to share part of your lives. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Granny Viv. We love you.
Ahoy, Granny Viv. We're out on the high seas today with Timmy.
Yep.
Happy birthday, 90 years, 1932. We love you. We're glad we're in your life and you're in ours because it makes everything better.
And also, this is the year that Amelia...
Hello, Granny Viv. This is Gracie, your favorite puppy. I just want to say you've been very good to me and I love you. And we want to wish you a happy 90th birthday. Thank you, Granny Viv.
Granny, is it your birthday today? I see cake and ice cream, and I know I'll get the last bite because you love me, Granny, and you always give me the last bite. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Granny. I am looking forward to coming and seeing you for your birthday party. I love you.
Hey, Granny Viv. It's Alice. About to head out for patrol, but I wanted to wish you a happy 90th birthday before I left. Happy birthday.
My name is Alex, and when I was a little girl, my favorite place in the whole world was Granny's log cabin. Happy birthday, Granny. I love you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Viv, 90 years old. I am so happy for you and the life that you have created and the journey you've been on. And Izzy would like to say...
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Aunt Viv. We love you so much.
Hi, Aunt Viv. We just wanted to say happy birthday. We're on our way to drop Wolf off at Japanese school, but we wanted to say happy birthday, and I hope that someday you can meet the kids when we're back in America. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you hopefully soon. Bye!
Happy birthday, sister. Have a great day. And everybody that's around there, Mike and Patty, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, and I hope more birthday you come and enjoy your birthday, and I'm happy. Happy birthday again, and more birthday, and hope you very enjoy your very birthday day.
Hi. It's Cassie.
And it's Lily. We're so excited to see you here in a few weeks. It's honestly such a privilege to be invited, so thank you.
Thanks for being such a strong and constant part of my life. I'm so thankful for you, and we're really excited to be here or be there for you on your 90th birthday. So happy birthday and Merry Christmas.
Hi, Viv. I just wanted to wish you a very happy 90th birthday. And I love you. And you know we've known each other over 60 years. So I have a special memories. And I want you to know you've always been a wonderful sister-in-law and a dear friend. Happy birthday. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. I love you, Aunt Viv. Thank you for all the wonderful memories of Christmases and 4th of July parties and hanging out at your pool and the log cabin and just so many wonderful memories. And I love you so much. And 90 years, unbelievable. Wow. You are a wonderful, strong woman. And I love you so much. Bye.
Happy birthday, Granny Viv. What are you, like 60 or something? Really always enjoyed knowing you and even knowing especially Claude these last 30 years. I really love the fact that you moved to San Diego, and especially the fact that I could finally talk football with somebody in the family. The Chiefs are awesome. They're amazing. I love Mahomes. I'll root for you all the way to the Super Bowl, unless, of course, they end up playing these guys. The black and gold, baby. Happy birthday.
So when I'd go visit Granny Viv as a kid, two things come to mind that were always consistent: food and swimming. Whenever we would go to their house, there was a ton of homemade delicious food in copious quantities waiting for us to dig in. And then it seemed like we were always swimming at one of her houses. I remember Granny had this drawer in her bedroom with all sorts of bathing suits in varying sizes. She taught me that first lesson, and I have a similar drawer in my house today. She also taught us how to eat well. When we were full, she would say, "Oh, there's room for more. You just need to tamp it down." It became a funny expression in our own family. When enjoying any holiday meal, we would joke with each other, saying, "Oh, you can do it, just tamp it down." As an adult, I still enjoyed going to see Granny. Ironically, it always involved swimming and eating. But as a young adult, I remember it might have involved drinking once. There was another lesson to be learned. The first time she made me a gin martini, I said, "Yuck." She said, "Well, it's an acquired taste, so it will take you some time, but you'll get used to it one day, and you'll like it." Driving cross country on my way to my first duty station, I stopped in Kansas City to see her and Claude. I'll never forget, she gave me a pretty big lesson on that day, advising that whatever I do, don't get married until you live with that man first. Well, I didn't quite heed that lesson, Granny, but so far it's worked out okay. And to think that I started the second half century of my life living with Granny Viv. She came out to San Diego, and I'd get to enjoy all of those lessons every day on a regular basis. That's truly a gift. And to think it's your birthday, and yet you're the one that just keeps on giving to all of us. Well, Granny, here's to you, and thanks for teaching me how to eat well, your favorite jalapeno poppers and martinis.
Happy birthday to my favorite aunt, Aunt Vivi. You know, Aunt Vivi, throughout your entire life, you've looked at life and found the humor in it. And you've made us all laugh with your funny stories about it. Life without you would be very boring indeed. And life with you has always been fun and funny. So I hope you have a good time today on your special day, and that you'll get to be able to tell a funny story about it one day. I hope you have a truly wonderful birthday.
Well, happy 90th birthday, Aunt Vivi. Sorry I can't be there. Hopefully I'll make it to your 100th. Two things I've learned from you. The first is always carry a big magnifying glass so you can show off your diamond stud earrings. The second thing is when someone complains to you, the best answer is always tough shit. I would come up with more, but unfortunately, I just don't have any talent. Happy 90th, many happy returns. Bye now.
Happy birthday, Aunt Vivi, and congratulations on another lap around the sun. We send our best, Betty, Joanne, and I, and hope you continue to enjoy life in sunny California for many years to come. I want to make two comments and then tell a little story from our past. Comment 1. I was always jealous of the Langford household when I was growing up. There are a couple of reasons for this. First of all, there were always interesting things happening there. I vividly remember how Mike and Robin and Elvin made a home movie which had the props of a hammer and a bottle of ketchup and a plot line that involved a severe head injury. I really wanted to be part of that because that would never have happened at the Taylor household on Vine Street. Unfortunately, I never was. And secondly, in that household, there were machines and tools that I found incredibly fascinating. You have to know that my father Byron's tool chest consisted of a hammer, a pair of pliers, a sprung crescent wrench, and a couple of raggedy screwdrivers. And the Langford tool shop had a machine lathe, taps and dies, metal saws, grinders, metal shavings, and all sorts of strange and wonderful unidentified objects. I was in awe. Second, as I've grown older, I've come to realize how fortunate I am to be part of this family. At my Uncle Elvin and Uncle Leon's funerals, I gave considerable thought to how much their presence in my life has made me a better man, and I'm saddened that I never took the time to tell them that. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake with you. Aunt Viv, your presence in my life has made me a better man, and I thank you for it. Now, a little story about something that happened in our past. There's a saying that goes like this: vanity plays lurid tricks with our memory. And I really like that quote, but I would put it this way to make it a little easier to understand. Our memories are highly selective. And what do I mean by that? We often remember an action we regret, while the person with whom that action took place has absolutely no recall of it at all. Here's what I mean. Years ago, we were driving someplace, probably to some dance thing that the Taylor family made the Langford family suffer through. My mother Betty was at the wheel, Aunt Viv was in the front seat with her, Mike and I were in the back seat. And Mike mouthed off about something, and Viv swung her purse over the front seat. Mike knew enough to duck, but I didn't, and I ended up with a bloody nose. I have absolutely no recollection of that event, but Aunt Viv's reminded me of it on several occasions. I just shrug it off as growing up as part of the Wright family, but Aunt Viv holds on to that memory. But Viv, let me assure you, I suffer no long-term trauma from that bloody nose. If truth be told, I probably deserved it too. So, happy birthday, and God bless you.
Hi, Granny Viv. I'm recording this from Lake Merritt, Oakland, nearby my home, and it's a really nice sunset tonight. When me and Alice were young, we kind of would always view you as this sort of like mythical figure of fun and excitement. We didn't get to visit you that much, but going to your house with that like log cabin and the pool and that big lake near it where there'd be frogs and stuff, it was always just so much fun. And I remember you teaching us things like how our bodies would process dessert and dinner differently, so there's always be more room for ice cream. And reflecting on it, I feel like you always would teach us new ways to just enjoy life, and that's been a really valuable lesson. Thank you.
Hi, Granny Viv. Happy birthday. Dad's been pestering me for a while to make this video, and I finally am getting around to it. Day after Thanksgiving, so I'm feeling a little bit of food coma, and I'm in my messy house, but I figure it's appropriate for you to see the mess, because hey, that's me. We were asked to come up with a Granny Viv story, and I'm sure there are a lot of them, but I've been having a really hard time figuring out what to say. I just have to say that there is one thing that I always remember and always makes me think about you, because you've struggled the same as I have throughout our lives with poor metabolism and getting fat too easily. And one of the things that I always remember is that you told me a long time ago, and I believed it for the longest time, that calories don't count if you eat them standing up. And yesterday, after Thanksgiving dinner, you grabbed a piece of pumpkin pie and were standing at the counter in Nicole's house eating it. And I was laughing internally because I was thinking, yep, see, they don't count if you eat them standing up. It's one of those Granny Vivisms that I really, really wish had been true. It would make life a lot easier if it was. Anyway, it has been wonderful being out here in San Diego and getting to see you all the time. I'm very excited to get to be here and visit with you, especially on your birthday. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Good evening and welcome to Fox News, where we're celebrating a very special edition with Granny Viv's birthday. That's right, she's turning 90 today, and we're all super excited. Now, I was asked to do this video and go back and reminisce and come up with some stories, but I think I'd rather just put Granny's favorite people in the room with us. You know, she's given a lot of good advice over the years for marriages and divorce. She's the best cook. Her peanut clusters are amazing. And she's always a great host and fun to be around. So really, Granny, I just wanted to say happy birthday. We're so glad that you moved out to San Diego, that we've started to have some good adventures like the hot air balloon ride when you turned 89. And I just want to know what's next. Look forward to the adventures. We really all just love you. Happy birthday.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program, In Progress.
Hi, I'm here to wish my mother a happy 90th birthday. I'm sure she didn't think she was going to make it this long, and I know she didn't understand why the rest of the relatives wanted to live this long. But she has, and I'm sure she's glad she has now. There are many, many things that my mother has taught me. She taught me everything I know. She was smart enough to not teach me everything she knew. That way she could always be there for me, and I appreciate that. She also taught me before serving your dinner plate, check the consistency of the mashed potatoes and the gravy. That way you know which to put down first. The thinnest one always goes on top. It will taste the same no matter what. My mom was married 3 times and had many relationships. When I asked her how she kept them all straight, she said, "Oh, that's easy. You just call them all honey. And that way you don't accidentally call out the wrong name in the throes of passion." She also taught me always go to work on time, regardless of how hungover you are. She taught me how to be snide. She is so good at being snide that my ex-husband hung the handle on her of Queen of Snide, and she wears it proudly. She also taught me never laugh during an accident. You just never know when she might actually be hurt. Here's a story now about that. I was a young child, and I was sitting on the front porch of the house over on Granada. My mom was out front with the tree loppers and the 6-foot step ladder, and she climbed up this ladder and reached out to trim the trees. When she reached out, she realized, well, no, I just don't have enough leverage here. So she climbed back down the ladder, repositioned it underneath the branch, climbed back up the ladder with the loppers, reached up, grabbed hold of that branch, and squeezed just as hard as she could. When she did, and the branch came free, the lopper slapped her on either side of the head. She fell off that ladder and landed in the middle of the front yard. Now, being a kid, I thought it was just hysterical. I started laughing and at the same time saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" All I remember about that was her yelling at me, "Don't laugh at me when I'm hurt." So I learned not to laugh when something like that happens. And that's about all the stories that I can think of. I have a ton of stories, but over the years, we've agreed not to tell all the stories we know. Although we are compulsive confessors, I really don't want to embarrass her on her 90th birthday. Happy birthday, Mother. I love you. I miss you. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Viv, although I've been in your life, or you've been in my life, for about 54 years, it's really only been the last 20 for the most part that we got to know each other, and I found out that you're a really great travel companion. But the best thing is, 2.5 years ago, when you decided that you needed a place to stay, I had no idea that I was going to benefit so much, because now I've got someone who takes care of me. I've got assisted living. You take care of remembering where I put my glasses, where I put my cell phone, what groceries we need. All I can say is thank you for coming out here to stay with us. And happy birthday!
You always tell us a story about when I was born and your dad said to you, "Wimp, look on the bright side. When he's 85, you'll only be 100. Well, I'll tell you what. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't place great odds on that happening. Not that there's any doubt that you'll be around in 10 years. Your health and mental acuity are fantastic. What I don't think is going to happen is I'll be here. It's highly unlikely. I've only known you 74 years, and I'm still learning from you every day. We've shared a lot of ups, downs, sadness, and joy over the decades. I could go into great detail, but we really ought to try to keep this short. Well, actually, I have two stories that I want to share. When you were in your wild and woolly years, it really bothered me that you would introduce me as your husband's son. Well, the light bulb came on after you moved in with us. Now, as we go shopping and encounter salespeople and checkout clerks and helpers around the store, I make a point of making sure that these people understand that you are my mother and not my wife. You see, I understand, I get it now, because when you were way too young to have a son my age, just as I feel like I'm too old to have a wife your age. And one final point. I've always known that your counting was a mild form of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And you remind me from time to time that there are still 13 or 14 steps to our second floor. I find myself counting too, so it must run in the family a little bit. What I didn't realize is that your OCD runs into being neat and orderly and tidy. Well, it must drive you up the wall to be living with us, because we are a far cry from neat and orderly. Your willingness to tolerate our messiness is appreciated. In fact, it's of great benefit to us. You tell us where things are, what we're looking for, and most importantly, you tell us that we left the stove on. You are a lifesaver, literally. In all seriousness now, out of all of these years and decades, the ones I cherish the most have been these most recent. Our daily lives have been enriched since you moved in with us. Not a day goes by that I don't learn something new about you and myself. As you've told us your history, the things that I had long forgotten have come back to me. Just the other day, you reminded me about my nickname for you, Million Laughs Mommy. Just as apropos now as it was in my youth. Your sense of humor is as biting and sharp as it ever was, and it's contagious. I've enjoyed memorializing these memories, and I hope I continue for many years to come. You've been a great mother, friend, big sister, and companion. Don't ever forget that I love you. Happy birthday to my Million Laughs Mommy.